Alright YouTubers, welcome back to War Thunder Ground Forces with the Angry Nerd. And today I thought we would take a look at the Type 5 Tier-3 2. Now the Type 5 Tier-3 was a medium tank developed by the Imperial Japanese Army in World War II. It was intended to be a heavier, more powerful version of Japan's prototype Type 4 Tier-2 medium tank. A single unarmed prototype of the Type 5 Tier-3 was completed by May 1945. The Type 5 Tier-3 featured a lengthened version of the Type 4 Tier-2 chassis with 8 road wheels per side instead of the 7 on the Tier-2. It had the usual Japanese track arrangement with forward-mounted drive sprockets and rear-mounted idlers. The Type 5 Tier-3 had sloped welded armor with a maximum thickness of 75 millimeters at the front hull, 25 to 50 millimeters on the side, 50 millimeters on the rear, and 50 millimeters on the turret. The Type 5 Tier-3 was initially to be powered by a Mitsubishi diesel engine, but advancements needed to provide the necessary horsepower fell behind schedule, and an 800 horsepower V12 gasoline-fueled aircraft engine designed by BMW in Germany and licensed to Kawasaki Heavy Industries in Japan was selected instead. The tank had a hexagonal gun turret, and on the left side of the turret roof was the commander's cupola. In front of that was a crew hatch. Originally, the prototype tank was to be fitted with the same Type 5 75mm tank gun as used on the Type 4 Tier-2, except that it had a semi-automatic loading system on it. A secondary weapon, a Type 1 37mm tank gun, was mounted in the front hull in the position normally taken by a machine gun. Alternatively, the design called for using 2 Type 97 heavy tank machine guns in place of the front hull mounted 37mm tank gun. It is believed that the project was abruptly abandoned to free up manpower and critical resources to concentrate on the development and production of the more practical Type 4 Tier-2 medium tank. As with the Type 4 Tier-2 tanks, the Type 5 Tier-3 was originally considered for the final defense of the Japanese home islands. However, only one unarmed prototype had been completed by the time the war in the Pacific came to an end. The lone prototype, Type 5 Tier-3, was seized by American forces during the occupation of Japan and was taken to the Aberdeen Proving Grounds for testing and was eventually scrapped in 1952. According to War Thunder Wiki, there were also plans for a Type 5 Tier-3 2. Notable differences would have been the use of a supercharged Mitsubishi diesel engine instead of the German gasoline engine, a change in the suspension and turret design to more resemble that of the Tier-2s, and the removal of the 37mm secondary armament. That being said, I'm a little confused as to why this vehicle is listed as a Tier-3 2 and not the Tier-3, as it obviously still has the 37mm in the front hull. But hey, I'm a retired prison guard and not a historian, so you shouldn't believe anything I say anyway. Now in War Thunder Arcade, the Type 5 Tier-3 2 is a Rank 3 medium tank with a battle rating of 5.0. It has a 1,049 horsepower engine propelling the 41-ton vehicle to a top speed of 31 miles per hour. It comes equipped with the 75mm Type 2 cannon and the 37mm Type 1 cannon. Now have it assigned to an expert crew with a crew level of 150 which gives me a reload of 3.5 seconds for the 75mm cannon. It has an XP reward of 320% and a silver line reward of 165% with a premium account. So what do I think of the Tier-3 here in War Thunder? Well, before I give my opinion on this version of the Tier-3, let's rewind a little bit. The previous version of this tank had a 3-round autoloader, and once you had fired 3 rounds, you had to wait 30 seconds before you could reload and fire 3 more rounds. And that put you at a distinct disadvantage against other tanks in the tier. This vehicle itself is a rather large vehicle, and it has a lot of flat armor spots. The face of the turret is kind of flat and easily penetrated, along with the lower hull. If you angled, your shoulder created a flat spot that was kind of easily penetrated. So yeah, I was not a fan of the previous version of this vehicle. Now, the current version of this vehicle, I am a fan of. They have done away with that 30-second wait for the reload. So you can put a round downrange every 3.5 seconds. And as long as you have a full crew, you can continue to do that until you run out of rounds. Or, let's see, maybe until you empty the ready rack, and then rounds have to go in the ready rack. That may take a little bit longer, but yeah, I don't really remember. But there's a lot of rounds you can put down range at 3.5 seconds, and a 3.5 second reload for the 75mm gun at this tier is pretty much the best out there. So if you can get this vehicle in a good position, you can do lots of damage with it. Now, the armor profile is still the same, so you need to be careful of presenting those flat surfaces to the enemy, because pretty much every gun at this tier can penetrate it unless it hits you just in that front hull spot where the 37 is mounted. That strip there, that's your thickest spot, but everywhere else is kind of easily penetrated, so keep that in mind. But if you get the advantage on the enemy vehicles with a 3.5 second reload, you can do lots of damage. That being said, why don't we hop into a game, see what I was able to do with the Tier-3. Here we go. All right, we picked up the Maginot line. There's only one spawn, not one spawn, but one cap point on this map here. It's the A point in the sort of eastern side of the map, I guess that would be. Let me adjust my ammo. Don't need to take quite as much as I've been taking. Alright, that should do it. I'm going to go up toward the little town in the center of the map. The vehicle is fairly maneuverable for its size. Now, I personally do not use the 37mm all that much, so yeah, I mainly just stick to the 75. You got that 3-second reload, and trying to coordinate the 37 with me, it's a little bit more, I don't know, trouble than it's worth, I guess. I'm sure it would be helpful if you were able to do it, but I'm not that coordinated, so we're just sticking with the 75. Alright, we've worked our way around the flank here without getting popped in the side. And we're going to take up a little overwatch position with good cover and concealment. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, I went behind the building. Nope. Reloaded already. Look at that. Okay, there's nothing I can really do to get him. But that's a nice open area. I'm going to try to keep an eye on that. Oh, wait. Dang it. Missed him. Oh, come on out. Come on. Oh. He hit me. Took out 2 of my crew members. Means my reload's not going to be quite as good. There we go. Alright, that's payback. I'll replace my crew here in a few minutes. I don't want to do it just yet. Here we go. Drop some arty. Alright, got the crew back up. Stug over there. What is that? That was an M4. Got some type of tank destroyer over here. You ride over this way and see what's over here. Need to be careful and not present them my entire side. Oh, what is that? IS-1? Oh, did nothing. Drop some arty on him. Got a big hole in the side of my tank. Let's come back over this way. It looks like the Stug is behind the hill. Oh, got something. Oh, dang. And he's behind the house. Okay. Man, that was a bad shot. Oh, here we go. What do we got here? Just can't see him. Do got a vehicle on behind me on the mini map. Need to keep an eye on. Let's go see. Let's wait for this turret to traverse before I go sticking my nose out over there. All right. Oh, Gun depression. Dang it. Don't have the gun depression. Here we go. There we go. That was easy. I don't know. He must not have known I was there because he was really not trying to defend himself. He was preoccupied. Okay, what do we got? M4. There we go. Let's see, what is that? It's an M18. Ah, hit him. Good. But his driver was still up, so he moved. Okay, well. Take this air battle. Park right up here for a minute. Drop some arty. All right, we got 3 bombs. Bombs away. Oh no. All right. I got 1 bomb away. And it looks like I did not hit anything with the 1 bomb I dropped. Dang it. Man, they made a rush for it just as I pulled away. Yes. Come on. Stug. Let's see. Stug again. They have really knocked my reload down. There we go. So my reload is not 3.5 seconds anymore. And I was missing some shots that I was wanting to take, but just wasn't reloaded fast enough. But still, in comparison to, it's comparable to what these other tanks are reloading at. Drop some arty. IS-1 moving over there. Take out this air battle. Maybe I won't get gunned down this time. Oh, Spitfire coming in. Got 4 bombs and a long way to go. It's not looking good. Taking lots of damage. Let's see if we can drop some bombs on the cap point, and some for you. One bomb left. Let's try this IS-1. Alright. A couple of hits, but you know, no real damage. Oh, here we go. Nice hit on the M4. See if we can knock him out. Oh, man. IS-1. He caught me being greedy. Taking my second shot on the M4. And just as the game ended. Man. But we did okay. Third place in the team, looks like. Let's take a quick look at the awards. Avenger, Shadow Strike Streak, One Shot, Adamant, Tank Rescuer, Professional, Heavy Metal Fury. My results: third place in the team. It's my XP and credits. Premium bonus. Destroyed 9 vehicles with 1 assist. 85% battle activity. So, yeah. Not a lot of numbers by the rest of the team, but we did okay. We held our own, but that's all I could do. So yeah, the Tier-3 2, my final conclusions, is offensively really good. 3.5 second reload on a 75mm gun. It has decent explosive mass in the shells, so that's really good. Defensively, it leaves a little bit to be desired. Most guns at this tier can easily penetrate it. The American 76mm, the Russian 85mm, the German 75mm, and the German 88mm just tears it up. So don't expect to be bouncing a whole lot of shells from those weapons. But overall, I like it, and I hope you will too. If you've liked this video of the Tier-3 2, hit that like button. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you would. But as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Nerd out.